So what's going on, everybody? So there has been a lot going on with the Iran war and Israel, the United States, all that stuff. So the FBI, the CIA has come forward and announced that the sleeper cells are expected to be activated in the West and the United States, and which are the Muslims or even Chinese. It could be any foreign country, and they are going to activate and start murdering, killing citizens of the United States. And they expect that now because we are attacking Iran, that the ISIS and the Iranians will activate. So there already has been 2 that they have deemed sleeper cells that have activated. I think they were solo, like lone wolf sleeper cell guys, and they have killed multiple. I know 2 for sure. They have killed at least 2 citizens of the United States on our ground, on our land. There might be a couple more, but I know for sure of 2 sleeper cells that have been activated, but I'm pretty sure they were lone wolves. So I bring that up to say this: as Christians and men of God, protectors of our family, of our wives, of our children, we need to be prepared for this. We need to have our sword on us, our gun. We need to have it, at least have it with us and in the sheath. Now, the 10 Commandments say, "Thou shalt not murder." The words there in the Hebrew and Greek are different for kill and murder, or in the Hebrew, it's different for kill and murder. What the 10 Commandments is saying is thou shalt not basically kill without cause, without a reason, for no reason, just to kill, just to murder, for fun, for whatever. It's talking about needless killing. But there is a duty as a man of a family, a man of God, to protect your innocent ones, your loved ones. And so self-defense would not be considered under thou shalt not murder and the 10 Commandments. That is protection. That is self-defense. That is what we are called to do as men. So keep that thing on you, because it could happen probably more in the bigger cities, but they're everywhere. They've got them in every state, every decent medium to large size city. They are here. We don't know when, if they will be activated, but if they do, you need to be prepared. And you're not going to go to hell for protecting people. That is not what the 10 Commandments say. That is not the same thing. That's because God would send a lot of them to war. War is another thing. God would send them to war. He's not going to give the 10 Commandments saying thou shalt not murder and then send people to war to go kill other people, to take land and territories and protect and all that stuff. It's because war is another thing. That is not needless killing. That is not the same thing. And like a serial killer does and all that stuff, that is not the same. That is, war is for a purpose, and it can be for a purpose of God. And the same as protecting your family, all that stuff. You're not going to hell for doing that. So keep that thing on you and protect the innocent and those around you, even if they're strangers and they're innocent. You got to be ready. You got to prepare. Man up, soldier up. This ain't no game. This stuff is happening, and it's happening right now. We're living out Bible prophecy. The Ezekiel 38 war, it is starting. Everything is being set in place. It's being set in place for the Antichrist. Everything that we see around us, everything is attached to in some way or form because of Apophis coming, the asteroid, because of the human chaos factor, which is they can't blow this thing out of the sky. There's a huge tail, a debris tail, and we're going to get peppered by it, all this stuff. And they can't stop it. But if they were, they said the most dangerous thing that's going to happen with it is everybody freaking out and murdering each other and the looting and all that stuff. So they want to depopulate. So everything we see around us, and every decision, every government's making and all that, 90% of the time is because of Apophis, because of the depopulation, because they know this thing's coming and they don't want the human chaos factor to be completely uncontrollable. They want as much control over us as possible so it isn't complete total loss. Because this thing coming, it is wormwood. It is not the world ender. It is not. That is not biblical, but it is going to be bad. So everything we see is tied to that, and it's being allowed and it's being happening because they know it's coming. There's nothing they can do to stop it, but they want the human chaos factor at a minimum. So that is what's happening with that. But as our own personal lives, as men of God, as fathers, as husbands, and protectors of the innocent. We got to be ready and be prepared for anything. Get your thing, keep it on you. Go and prepare, get food, water, all that stuff, ammo, and train, practice with it. If you don't know what you're doing, practice, learn, watch videos, do whatever, because we're running out of time. This will all collapse around us. None of this stuff matters. Really, it doesn't. We got to spread the gospel, but protect those around you. Spread the gospel. Go get the lost. We are running out of time, and we're going to be held accountable for every single one that we let slip by us and slip through our fingers that we didn't bring to Christ. And I'm talking to myself included, and that blood will be on our hands. At Judgment Day, I don't want blood on my hands. I don't want to face the Lord face to face and him saying, hey, that blood's on your hands. They went to hell because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. That is the scariest thing. That is the scariest thing. That's my biggest fear of all time. And I don't want that. And I know you don't want that. So that's something we got to be thinking about at all times too. Spread that gospel. Get ready. This stuff's real. Biblical prophecy is unfolding before our eyes. What an exciting time to be alive. God chose us for this. He chose you. He chose me to be alive for this. To do what he's called us to do. In the end times, we get to be a part of it. That's crazy. It's cool. It's awesome. And it's all going to melt with fervent heat. None of this stuff matters. None of the cars, money, clothes, all that stuff, none of it matters. What matters is spreading the gospel. Protect those around you. And just be prepared. And let's get the lost. Let's get the lost. Go cast out some demons. Go heal the sick. The church of the book of Acts is like being reignited. It's being refired up. But we're going to see greater than even what they did. Because we have Jesus to go to the Father for us. We will see greater. And I can't be more excited to be a part of it. It's awesome. It really is. It's awesome. Don't let it scare you. You got to know your identity in Christ. There's no reason to be scared. It might look scary. But if you know your identity in Christ, you know you cannot die. Nothing they can do to kill us. We go to see our Father. Let's go. I love y'all. I bless y'all. Share this, like, subscribe, follow, do all the things. I bless you all in Jesus' mighty name. Soldier up, stand up, don't be a wuss. Let's get this. Know your identity in Jesus. Love y'all. Bye.